Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight, we are continuing with Animorphs number 7, The Stranger by Kay Applegate. Now, I'm really sorry about the late start today, but I had a doctor's appointment earlier, and it was one where you have to wait, an hour after they said you had to be there. And then there was a little food shopping, and then there was dinner, and now I'm finally actually able to record this video. Yay! Oh, God. Okay, so let's get started. People say I'm pretty. I don't know, and I really don't care. But I'll tell you one thing. No one who has ever seen me morph into an elephant ever used the word pretty to describe it. I felt the thickening of my legs and arms. I watched as my skin grew leathery and gray as mud. I felt the sudden sprouting of my trunk as my nose and upper lip seemed to explode outward. Pinocchio, eat your heart out, Cassie whispered. I felt the teeth in the front of my mouth run together, and then begin to grow and grow into long, spear-length tusks. It's a creeping sensation, by the way. Not painful, but definitely creepy. I was growing big. More than big. I was gaining several thousand pounds. Several thousand pounds. I was about 12 or 13 feet tall. I had ears like beach blankets. I had a little ropey tail. I was a full grown African elephant. And I was ready to have a little, talk with Mr. Joseph something. I threw up my trunk and let go of a trumpet blast. It was the sound of a very angry elephant. Could have warned me. I heard Cassie whisper. I almost went myself over here. It took about 3 minutes before the trainer came rushing into the pen. In the dark, all he saw were the gray shapes of his elephants. I wasn't exactly hiding, because, let's face it, when you're an elephant, you can't scrunch up and look small. But I was staying back until he was all the way inside the pen. Then I lunged forward, pushing two of the other elephants aside. The trainer gaped up at me. Oh, what? What the? In a sudden, fluid movement, as he stared in puzzlement, I wrapped my trunk around his waist. Hey! Hey! You're not one of my elephants! Here's the thing about elephant trunks. They are so subtle that I can pick up an egg with my trunk and never crack it. Or I can pick up a tree and throw it across the yard. Joseph something knew this. I wrapped my trunk tightly around his waist, and then I lifted him up off the ground. His feet kicked helplessly in the air. His arms pounded weakly on my trunk. I lifted him up till he was at my eye level. Hi, Joseph, I said. using thought speak. Who, what the, who, who said that? I'm hearing voices. Me, I replied. I said it. See, Joseph, I am from the International Elephant Police. We have had some complaints about you. This is crazy. This is crazy. What are you? Is this some sort of a joke? So I squeezed him a little tighter. Just enough so he couldn't really breathe very well. Now listen to me, because I could just as easily squeeze you out like a tube of toothpaste. So pay attention. You have been using kettle prods on your elephants. That is a no-no. What? He gasped. They are my property. This man was just not getting the message. So I extended my trunk a little and held him right over the tip of my left tusk, like a worm about to be placed on a fishing hook. With one twitch of my trunk, I can make you a shish kebab. Now, are you going to listen to me? Yes, yes, I'm listening, he said. I am listening very closely. No more cattle prods. No more pain of any kind. Do you understand me? Yeah, yes. Because I'll be watching. And if you ever hurt an elephant again, ever, I'll come back for you. And I will squeeze you till you pop like an overcooked hot dog. Do you understand me? Yeah, yeah, yes. Joseph, can you fly? What? Can I fly? No, no, of course not. I'll bet you can, I said. And with that, I lowered my trunk almost to the ground. Then, with a sudden toss of my head and a deft twist of my trunk, I sent Joseph something flying. He landed safely atop the tent, about, oh, 20 feet away. How can we go home? Cassie asked. And that is the end of that short and pleasant chapter. I always say that Animorphs is great because it's unafraid to throw these really horrific punches, but while it can be utterly dark and devastating, there's some nice moments in there like that, so you're not, totally swept up in tears. So you're like, okay, I can laugh. And at the start of the chapter, I had her sound very happy about morphine, just because I figure, she's probably thinking, I am finally going to scare the shit out of this guy. And so she's very happy, like she's looking right at the outcome. She's like, okay, this will happen. I don't care how disgusting or disturbing this is. I can't wait to do this. So even though this isn't one of the most morally complex questions the books ask, I want to know, do you think Rachel should have did you agree with Rachel morphing into the elephant and tormenting the guy, or do you think she should have restrained herself? Please comment down below and talk about anything else related to the chapter. But remember, no major spoilers. I'm sort of, hoping against hope that people discover the Animorphs series via these videos. So for the YouTube comment section, I don't want spoilers, because for anyone who has read the series, you know that there are just these major spoilers. Not major spoilers. I was going through like two trains of thoughts, and they just said, okay, we're going to cram into the same sentence. That did not work. But anyways, for those of you who have read the series, you know that there are these big twists and turns that, for better or worse, you should read initially without knowing they're going to happen at all. But if you do want to talk spoilers with me, and you're watching this on the YouTubes, link in the description to my Tumblr Ask Box, where you can talk about your favorite Animorphs fan theories. You can talk about spoiler things, maybe something in this chapter reminds you of something that happens later. And if you're one of those people who just happen to watch this video and you're like, okay, I guess Animorphs is sort of cool, I would like to read this book myself. Well, if you would like to own your very own copy of Animorphs #7, The Stranger by Kay Applegate, if you are watching on the YouTubes, link in the description. If you are watching on my blog, link down below, and both links will take you to where you can buy your very own copy of Animorphs #7, The Stranger by Kay Applegate. I believe the link will take you to where you can buy one of the original editions or one of the reboots. And if you're wondering, book 8 in the main series is when the reboot stopped, sadly enough. So, yay! Happy news. And hey, if you're watching this on the YouTubes and you like this video and you would, want to sort of help me, support this channel grow, just like this video. And if you're interested in more Animorphs #7, The Stranger by Kay Applegate, or more Animorphs dramatic reads in general, like oh my god, I can't wait till Jash gets to the Elmis Chronicles, the Hork-Bajir Chronicles, #23, then, subscribe so you don't miss out on it at all. And if you're watching on my Bloggity Blog and watching on the desktop version of my Bloggity Blog, please choose the follow by email option so you will never, ever miss a blog post from me again. And I don't just do these Jash Reads videos. I also have a Game of Thrones post coming out. Top 10 things I'd like to see from Game of Thrones Season 8. And that will be being released February 5th, 2019. And if you are a member of my Patreon, I actually do have it that you can view the post early. So, yay! And, okay, now this is, okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just restructuring here, trying to make it flow better, and it's not working because I'm doing about 2 or 3 things at once. Again, this does not work. But anyways, next video will be Animorphs, more of Animorphs #7, The Stranger by Kay Applegate. It'll be more of that dramatic reading of that book, and it will, happen in just a few hours. But before I end this video, I'm going to be working more on a little graphic, a little bit more of it. And so if you want to watch, that'd be great. If you can join in by drinking your favorite alcohol, liquor, whatever's lying around, or something non-alcoholic. Like right now, I am, well, drinking some carbonated water, flavored. So that's cool. Damn. Acid reflux makes it so that, yeah, I drink very boring stuff nowadays ever since New Year's when I went to the ER because of acid reflux. So, yay! It sort of brings into light, what you consider important, what you don't. Okay. So, in the background here, uh, I'm going to have Daenerys, Sansa Stark, and Jon Snow. And, in front of them is going to be the Iron Throne, but I'm just going to be working on Arya. Not Arya, god damn it. I'll be working on Daenerys, Jon, and Sansa. I like Arya, I like Daenerys, but it's more of like sometimes I love her and sometimes I hate her. Let's see. Daenerys Targaryen. I have probably enough of Jorah Mormont. He's not a popular character, so I got some good ones there. I like right here I do have the one I want. Like that is a good one, but I'm just now wondering if maybe I can get another picture of her. Sort of want a full body too. No, that's not a full body, but that most likely will be covered by the Iron Throne, so you won't really notice it that much. Damn. This one's a nice one there. But that, let's see how big that is. Let's be a reminder, 587, and that's 150, so it might not really look that good stretched out, so let's not do that. So, I wish I could seriously just think of what I want and then poof, it magically appears. And maybe they'll have one of... Okay, this is transparent here, I believe, because you can see from right here, that's the little that means this is transparent. I'd really like... this is the one I actually wanted. Shit, yes. I wanted her like this for some... I was like, maybe she's a popular character that you can probably get a good many poses of her. And let's see. Let's see. I know I was harping on the size of the little horse thing there, but it just seems too small. But yeah, I think this is good. I don't know. I mean, in the fic of Flame Extinguished, the events take place as an alternate season 8. I know that season 8 hasn't actually been released yet, but with Daenerys dying early on and Jorah and Jon getting together, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely alternate, because I highly doubt, I really, really highly doubt in canon, you know, Jon and Jorah are going to get together and do it. So it's like, that's definitely alternate. That's why I can, safely say it's an alternate season 8. Sure, I might not be 100% right about everything, like all my predictions, but I could definitely tell some of them. Definitely tell when some are like, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. Listen, when I ship for the fun of it. So for me, they go, it's not going to be canon. That doesn't really matter. And I always fucking confuse when people are like, oh yeah, it's never going to become canon. Like, oh, okay, so what? Is that like supposed to be a threat or something? I mean, sometimes I am a little insulted I mean, just because basically I'm insulted the same way when, tell a kid that, "Hey, guess what? You're getting Santa's going to bring you coals or some shit." It's like I don't know, Santa. God damn it. Yeah, the thing is, I'm trying to restrain from saying my religious beliefs. But in this case, the Santa thing doesn't work. Basically, I don't believe hell is a place you go to get punished. So when someone says, "Oh, you're going to hell," I am insulted, just not because I think I'm actually going there, but because I know the intention of the person is to fucking piss me off. Okay, we have to download here. We have to download here because you saw. Let's see. Actually, fuck. Actually, I don't really trust that. Hopefully, that didn't do anything. But I don't think I'm going to hell, but I'm still insulted because I know the intention behind it is to insult me, to demean me. So that's the only reason I'm insulted. That's the same way I'm insulted when someone says, "Hey, it's never going to become canon." Because, well, and I know the whole intent is to insult me, and yeah. But besides that, it's just annoying. It's like, why? It's annoying just because it's like, okay, can't someone just have fun? It's like, no, we're going to be a buzzkill because you don't ship what I ship, you don't believe in canon, what I believe in canon, or you don't have the same fan theories as me. And it's just like, don't. Okay. Now, Daenerys is going to be the one who's the largest here. I guess top's going to have to be cut off. Or I sort of do want her to end around where the Iron Throne does, but I sort of feel like I've taken up enough of the time finding the graphics I want to make it sort of perfect. God damn it, John. Damn it, work with me here. Get close to your auntie. Honesty, yeah, when I'm doing this alone, yeah, I can sometimes go outrageous just because I am trying to amuse myself. And the reason I didn't look for Sansa Stark is because I actually like the one I have for. And we'll position her around where Jon Snow's torso is, so hand there. Maybe she's taller than him. Who knows? Okay, now let's. Damn it. This is the problem with having three things close to each other because they're like, "Oh, we're in your space." Oh my god, that is actually perfect there. Yeah, I'm actually not going to mess with that one. It's like that just ended like, wow, that was good. Screen actually works well for him. Little head there, like, ooh, I'm Johnson. Sorry. I do admire and love these characters. And let's say hard light, vivid light. Your like works best, I think. But we're going to go through all the options. And there we have it. That's the work for today, folks. And I just love how Amelia's like, yep, this is how it's going to be. This is going to be the easiest part of your little day here. Ta-da! So, yeah. Still have to add the Iron Throne, Jorah Mormont, whatever else we're going to be doing, like any other effects we're going to be doing on this. And then the words, and then ta-da! I don't know why I did that. Oh well. I'm just going to save again. For anyone who does play video games, you can probably get like, did I save or not? Okay, I'm just going to save in case. Okay. That is it for right now, and next time it will be more of my dramatic reading of Animorphs #7, The Stranger by Kay Applegate, and that will air in a few short hours, so hang tight, hang out on the channel, just wait, things will be coming, and goodbye.